There have also been some major updates to Notes that make it a lot more user-friendly in the classroom and take it way beyond just having a list or adding a few small things that you type. So if you open Notes, the very first thing it's going to show you is there are some new options that are there. So if you choose Continue, we're going to choose Not Now for turning on iCloud. And this is the basic note screen. Currently, I do not have a note created, so I'm going to create a note. And once I create the note, you'll see the on-screen keyboard is going to pop up. Now, there are a few new features on the on-screen keyboard for notes. The first one that I want to point out is what they call the quick type keys. So I'm going to begin to type in my email address. And so as I begin to type in my email address, I'm going to go to the period question mark 123, which gives me the secondary keys. And what it is going to tell me is I can actually pull down on the letters and release to get the secondary key option. So instead of having to push period question mark 123 to get the @ symbol, I can pull down on the letter A and it will drop that symbol in. I can do that for any key on the on-screen keyboard as a keystroke, and it will put it in there. So if I needed to type in several numbers, I could simply pull down and it would drop the number in. The other thing that is new that you can add is a table. So in the top left of your on-screen keyboard, if you choose a table, you'll see that you can now add tabled information into a note. If you choose the 3 dots, you can add columns or delete columns, and you can add rows or delete rows. So if you want to add some information here, you can add your information. You can choose each cell to add whichever information you would like for that cell. So it's an easy way to put more usable information into a note as opposed to just having to have text. The other thing that you'll see is over to the right, and there is the check mark, which we've had for a while within Notes. You can also add markup, so you can use markup tools to illustrate if you need. So let's say that I'm working on the parts of a cell and I want my students to point out each part. I can change colors, I can highlight, I can point to things. So I have multiple options here to be able to add an illustration to this note. You'll notice the other thing that it does is drop this line in right here, where this dot is, and that's because it's spacing out the section, so this illustration will be its own small section within the note. And let's say that I want to continue to add text. I simply tap on the note and the keyboard returns.